Hi guys, welcome back to Amateur Priority Toys. Today is going to be another spooky review. It is going to be a killer review, and it is going to be the Mego Killer Klowns Jumbo and the Mego Killer Klowns Shorty. So the Jumbo I've actually had for quite a while, at least a year and a half. I ordered him and I ordered the Slim, but Slim got lost in the mail and they were sold out after that, so I couldn't reorder a new one. I'll get him eventually, but I pre-ordered the Shorty and I honestly forgot about him. He just showed up the other day and it was kind of a surprise. So I figured, well, I'll open up the Shorty, do a review, and I think I'll open up the Jumbo with him. So we got Jumbo and Shorty. But before we take a look at these guys, just real quick, I wanted to show off this guy. This is another Killer Klowns from Outer Space guy. This is Rudy. Rudy is actually my favorite clown in the movie. And this is I believe this is NECA. Oh no, this is Kid Robot. I'm sorry. Just a little plush I found in Target. I wasn't sure if I was going to get him, but I went to go scan him to see the price, and I said to myself, if he's 15 or under, I'll get him. I scanned it and he was 16, and I figured, alright, I'll just get him. Because it's Rudy, and Rudy is my favorite clown. And they haven't made any Rudy figures that I know of. Trick or Treat Studios is coming out with their action figures. NECA is doing their Toonie Terrors. I hope they do an Ultimate line pretty soon for the Killer Klowns. And then we got the Spirit Halloween merchandise back here. But it always seems to kind of be Shorty, Slim, and Jumbo. Not a whole lot of love for Rudy, so I really wanted to get that guy and just show him off real quick. Alright, so let's get back to these guys. Let's look at Jumbo first. So here he is in his box. Picture of Jumbo right here. In the back. Good old Marty Abrams. An extremely grainy picture. This is something that's kind of always interesting to see with Mego figures, is I feel like Marty Abrams just I know it's not him specifically, but it just feels like he goes on like Google, grabs the first photo he sees, puts it on his box, and like it doesn't really work sometimes. It's very grainy and pixely, and I don't know if that's to get like a vintage feel, or if that's just their packaging department. I really don't understand. But the Shorty looks a lot better. I really like the artwork they have on here. I've actually never seen this artwork before. It's got nice highlighting and shading in it. We got the nice like kind of circus tent logo. The lights, Shorty, the clowns. This looks a lot nicer, I have to say. There's the picture again. Good old Marty. World's greatest Mego monsters. So the last few years have been really great for Killer Klowns fans. There's a lot more products available. Before that, there's honestly really nothing. The only figure I could find, I think, before like 2020 was a figure from Universal Horror Nights, and it was just like a little Shorty, and he's going for over $100 on eBay. So it's nice that we got Mego. Trick or Treat is doing some figures. NECA is throwing their hat in it too with the Toonie Terrors. So yeah, lots of good stuff. And then we got the game coming out, which I'm really excited for. So lots and lots of good stuff. I really want NECA to do an Ultimate line. I think that would be really smart of them, because they can do so many figures. They got Jumbo, Slim, Shorty, Fatso, Rudy. Really want Rudy. They can even do like a Clownzilla. That would be like some deluxe figure they can charge more for. So yeah, really hope we get something like that down the line. But let's open these guys up and see what we think of them. Okay, our Killer Klowns are out of the boxes, and I usually don't save the Mego boxes. The only Mego box I think I've ever saved was the Batman Beyond, but definitely going to save the Shorty box because I really like how it looks. I think I might as well just save the Jumbo for now at least. But yeah, so if you want to save your boxes, all you need is a little knife, cut along plastic here, cuts pretty easily, and you can slide them out. Just a little tip for you. Alright, so let's start with the Jumbo because he's been patiently waiting for at least a year and a half to be reviewed or even looked at. So he's got very nice stiff joints. I do like that. It looks like his suit is a little stuck to his body. So he's got his collar. Needs to be adjusted a little bit. So it would have been nice if he came with his hammer or something, or a pie or some sort of accessory, but no accessories, just Jumbo himself. He's got white hands for his gloves. See his face. Looks pretty good. Definitely looks like him. And they did a good job of not making this like a pure like white. You can see it's a little dirty. That's kind of how the masks were in the movie. And he's got green like pointed shoes. So he does have that kind of like Leatherface body style that they did. He's got a bit of a belly. So looks very good. Not much else really to go over. He's gonna have the standard articulation that every Mego figure has. Mine has very stiff joints, especially on this side for some reason. But the arm will go out and in. You can rotate, bend. You can bend, twist his arm, forward and back, knee joints, ankle, and then no waist or anything, and then he's got head movement. So it looks very good. I'm sure I have some sort of like Joker accessory I can give him. I can visualize it in my mind. I think it's the DC Universe Classics Joker hammer. It's green. I'm pretty sure I can get that into his hand. I'm gonna see if I can look for it, and at the end of the video, see if I can get that in his hand. Okay, and we have Shorty, who, as you can see, is much shorter. It kind of surprised me at first. I kind of forgot, he's supposed to be shorter. But mine does have a bit of an issue. If you look at his eyes, the pink is not filled in correctly on this side. It doesn't look terrible, especially if you look at him from the side. Like, you're just looking at that one eye. It doesn't really look off. But when you see both, it looks a little off. Looks like he's already got a black eye from fighting somebody or something like that. But other than that, he looks really good. So I really like the boxing gloves. You can do the put up your dukes, which is really nice. Really glad they decided to give him the boxing gloves. So he's got these little stars on his jumpsuit. This jumpsuit is a nice, obviously shimmery, shiny gold. I really like that material. He has very tiny shoes compared to other Megos. Let's see if we can compare them. Because he is Shorty, and he is proportionately shorter, so his shoes are very tiny. So you cannot mix and match these shoes with other Megos, unless there's a smaller one like this. Which I don't know if there is or not. This might be a whole new mold just for him. The only one I could think of might be shorter is the Aang from Last Airbender, or maybe one of the early ones they did with the kids from like those like 70s and 80s sitcoms. But I don't know. I'd I have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure this is all new. So they got his hair been really nice. The big point. Really like the way his face looks. Just the one issue with his eye. So this collar is kind of like that, reminds me of that like kind of tablecloth material you would get from Party City. So I believe these are removable. Let's see. They are coming off. There they go. So you can put these on other figures. There's his hand. So you do have to push up the sleeves to get the gloves on. And you can see these stars are attached. Just a little bit of thread. So just gotta be careful not to bump those too much. They could break off. But that is our Shorty. Looks very good. So Shorty has the same exact articulation. Head, shoulder, elbow, wrist, leg, knee, ankle. And then he does have the like pivot up here in the waist. So he does not have that because he's got the big pot belly mold, which does not have that movement. So let's see. Oh. Ugh. Okay, these are not fun to get back on. So I'm going to recommend you don't take them off. There we go. Alright, that wasn't too bad. He looks very cool. Really like him a lot. If you have like a tricycle accessory from another figure, you could put him on there. That might be pretty cool. But yeah. So these are our 2 of the 3 Killer Klowns from Mego. Like I said, I'd still need to find Slim, but hopefully I'll get him pretty soon and add him to the collection. And like I said, it is a great time to be a Killer Klowns fan because there are so many options for stuff to add to your collection between Spirit Halloween, Trick or Treat Studios, NECA, Mego, what was that company's name? Kind Robot. That Rudy plush. You know, it's really nice. And then the game's coming out, so all in all, some good stuff. And I really like these 2. Definitely recommend them if you're a Killer Klowns fan. So I'm gonna look for the hammer real quick and see if I can get it into Jumbo's hand. Okay, it took me a minute to find it, but here it is. I didn't give up. The DC Universe Classics Joker hammer. So let's see if we can get him into his pose from the movie where he's got it behind his back. Okay, you can kind of get him in that pose. It's hard to get his hand to twist around behind his back. There he is in the pose from when he was at Big Top Burger, ready to smash that kid with a hammer. So, yeah, so these are pretty cool figures. If you're a Killer Klowns fan, I highly recommend them. I think the only downside is Jumbo doesn't come with any kind of accessory. Shorty comes with his gloves. I think that counts enough for him. But yeah, it would be nice if Jumbo came with something, but that's really my only downside. So I can't wait to get the Slim and round out this collection. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the new video games? I know I am. So thank you guys for watching. As always, please like, comment, subscribe if you can. Recommend this to some other collector friends, other horror fans, Killer Klowns fans. That would really help out my channel, and I'd appreciate it. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Stay spooky.